welcome back to Rose's Reading Channel. And today we're going to be reading Better Together. And so, since it's called Better Together, I've got my big baby. So let's go ahead and get started. Better Together by Amy Robach and Andrew Shue, illustrated by Lenny Wynn. One stormy night, the wind howled through the woods. The trees shook and the branches crackled, and bump, 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 Miss Squirrely and her two little squirrels were blown right out of their nest. This way, Miss Squirrely called. I know a hollow tree nearby. Beck and Fern followed their mama through the oak tree, with a hollow trunk, and it was warm and dry inside. Meanwhile, not far away, the wind was howling, trees shaking, branches cracking, the rain coming down, 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 down. And swoosh! Mr. McMonk and all of his two little chipmunks were blown right out of their burrow. Follow me, Mr. Chipmunk said, called to Peanut and Sam. They followed their papa to the hollow trunk of a great oak. It was warm and dry inside, and full of squirrels. Miss Squirrely greeted Mr. McMonk. Good thing that we all found a nice spot to stay. Mr. McMonk smiled, and he said, "It's our lucky day." Beck and Fern and Sam and Peanut were shy at first, but not for long. A full hollow meant there are always someone to play with. Beck loved stack the sticks. It turned out Peanut did too. Sam was a huge fan of Rotten Nut Hunter. So was Fern. Plus, some games were just pawed down better. Jumping rope with 2 hands, but with 4, no problem. Fern and Beck and Sam and Peanut played tree trivia and nutball tag. They raced around and around the hollow until they were dizzy. Then they fell into a great big furry heap and snoozed. The storm raged all night and into the next day. The wind kept blowing, the rain kept falling. After a while, everyone got a little testy. Quit poking me with your paw, Sam told Fern. You're hogging all the pine needles, Beck complained to Peanut. After a long night, Mr. McMonk made breakfast. How about some mushrooms, he asked. Beck wrinkled her nose. In our nest, we always eat berries for breakfast. Beck, don't be rude, Miss Squirrely said as she sat down on acorn caps full of rainwater. Rainwater? Peanut crossed his paws. In our burrow, we drink dewdrops. Mr. McMonk sent him to the corner. The grumping got worse. Almost everyone wanted things to go back the way they were before the storm. Our nest was the best, Fern said. Our burrow is awesome, said Peanut. Why do we have to share? Beck wailed. All they ever do is chatter, said Sam. We do not, Beck shouted. Do too, Peanut yelled back. Miss Squirrely threw up her paws. Enough! From now on, squirrels will stay in part of this hollow. And chipmunks will stay over there, said McMonk. Peanut and Sam and Mr. McMonk went to one side. Fern and Beck and Miss Squirrely went to the other side. The storm is over, she cried. We can go home, Peanut added. So Miss Squirrely took Fern and Beck back to their nest at the top of the tree. Mr. McMonk took Peanut and Sam back to their burrow. But what they had thought was the best and awesome wasn't quite how they had remembered it. The nest had great view, but now it was a little drafty. The burrow was super cozy, but a little damp. Most of all, both felt too quiet and empty. Fern rubbed her eyes with the back of her paw. Can we go see Peanut and Sam? She asked. What a good idea, said Mr. McSquirrely. Meanwhile, Peanut found berries tucked away in the corner of the hollow. Beck and Fern would really like those, he said. They always eat berries for breakfast. Let's take some to them, Sam said. So Peanut and Sam and Mr. McMonk raced up out of the burrow and climbed up the oak tree. Just as Fern and Beck and Mama Squirrel were climbing down, they met in the middle by the hollow. Sam! Beck! Fern! Peanut! The squirrels and chipmunks raced circles around the tree when they saw each other. Mama, can we stay here for now? Fern begged. Us too? Sam and Peanut asked their papa. We'll see, said Mr. McMonk. He smiled at Miss Squirrely. I think I'll try mushrooms for breakfast tomorrow, Beck said. Now let's have berries, I said. Peanut with rainwater. Deal, said Sam and Fern. They all shook their paws. And that's how the squirrel and the chipmunk families became the McSquirrels for good. I hoped everyone liked the book. So if you really liked it, you can come to the library, Clarksburg Library, and see me read it in public. And there's a craft after, but make sure you bring a family picture. It doesn't have to be everyone in your family. It can be your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your dog, your cat. Just bring a family picture.
And when is it?
Tomorrow. So make sure you come tomorrow. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. And bye!